Hi, welcome back to the Eichelberger Distillery. This is the third week we've been working on the still. I just work at it here and there, so it's going slowly, but you know, it's coming together. I used antique brick to make the outside around the firebox. If you remember last time, it's pretty much just the firebox. Now all this envelope is now built around the firebox. And it's built right up to the firebox too, to help make it stronger. The brick are from an 1820s building, antique brick. So it's something similar to what would be used in the original still, in an original early still. We're using slacked lime for the mortar with sand. And the reason for that is there's times when you have to take this apart. So it's a lot easier to take it apart if I use lime than if I use some other type of masonry cement. And anyway, the lime is more like what they would have used in the period anyway. And this is the slack lime over here. You can look in here and you can see what it looks like. It's kind of gloppy. You just add that to the sand and mix it up, and it makes a mortar. And like I say, that'll make a mortar that if I need to take this apart, it'll be a lot easier to take it apart. Also this week, we set this still in place, and we used a big glob of clay underneath the still. And we just went out front here when they were excavating the sidewalks and took some of the clay right out of the ground out there, put it in buckets and brought it in, and we crushed it up and remixed it with some straw, and that gives us the base, a nice solid base for the still. And that's what the practical distiller says to do when you're building a still, that you should set the still on a clay pad. So that's what we've done here. I found these brick somewhere. I don't know where I found them. It's a long time ago. And they have a radius on them. And I'm going to be using that to go around the still to create the plenum, 2 inches inside this whole space, which you'll see later. I'm not going to talk about that right now. But this is the flue where it comes up out of the firebox, and we're going to start making a flue that goes around to the front over here and enters this plenum system. So that's what we've got accomplished this week. That's pretty much it for the week. Thanks for stopping in, and we'll talk to you next week.